Today we are presenting Tokyo Marui's new gas blowback item, the AKX. Tokyo Marui succeeded in making a gas blowback AK, the AKM, around I think 2 years ago. And now this is a new version, a more modernized version of the AKM. Unlike the AKM, it has no furniture. It has a 20mm rail stock on the back. It's foldable. I'll show that later. It's got an M-lock handguard out of the box. And the whole point of this was, unlike the AKM, you can just take it out of the box and customize it however you want. As you can see, I've customized it quite a lot. One of the key points about the AKX here is everything from this line to this line. This is identical to the AKM. And the reason why this is important is if you want to customize, for example, anything that has to do with this middle part, you can do it. So I'm gonna get this out of the way just to answer the question that some people might be wondering about. The question is sight mounts. They do have out of the box a 20mm rail. 20mm rail. So you can just put a sight on this. I'll go ahead and show you. So you can just put a sight on this, or if you like this kind of customization like I do, this scope mount, this was for the AKM, but you can also put on the AKX. And then you can just slide it on, like so, and you just put it on. Some people were wondering if this scope mount works for the AKX. If you ever want to use the scope mount, you can actually put it on the AKX, even if it was originally for the AKM. Hold on, let me prove my point here.
Don't need spacer.
Yeah, don't need a riser, don't need spacers. That's the good part. Now, let me just see if I can actually get this back on. There we go. Yeah. So some people, they like to use risers, high mounts. I didn't have one. So I had this for the AKM. So I could just put this on for my AKX as well. And as for this is the cool part, right? You can fold this in. So if you want to put it in something small, you can fold the stock and you can carry it with you. Again, we have this M-lock customization. If you want to add attachments like a PEC, if you want to add stuff, then you can always use this as well. As for performance, it's the same or maybe better than the AKM. And I'm going to show you right now. So this is the magazine for the AKX. It's a bit more simple than the AKM. Oh, one thing. AKM magazines can be used for this. So don't get rid of your AKM magazines if you're gonna get this.
これは樹脂はメタル。
I don't know.
これなんだろう。あ、メタルだよ。
Maybe.
亜鉛ってなんていうの？
ZN.
ZN っていうの。
It's very.
アルミかな。
It's very sturdy material. By the way, this stock too, it's plastic, but it's a very strong plastic. 強化樹脂. Yeah. So it's not gonna break. So I'll go ahead and show you what it's like when it fires. We'll start semi-auto. I'll just shoot at the target or something. So recoil, it's the same as the AKM. It's a bit cold today, so it's a little bit slow, but let's try full auto this time. There's a really cool feature I want to show you guys. Notice that? The AKM, when you're completely dry, when you're empty, it keeps firing though. So if you're a beginner, you might not be able to tell if you're empty or not. But what you'll notice is nothing. It stops. Every time the magazine is empty, so the magazine is empty, it stops. So this is a very useful feature whenever you're in game. It's very chaotic. You don't know what's happening. As for sort of the good parts, I think I cover most of them. Again, it's got this foldable stock. You can even take the stock off, and it's got a 20mm rail here. there is one feature which I personally don't necessarily use, but a lot of people really like about the AKX, sorry. So this product, a lot of AKMs, whenever you put a rail on the top like this, it wobbles around a lot. The AKX doesn't have this problem. And the reason, if you look in closely, is this. This screw keeps this rail sturdy. Now you can see it's moving. But if you tighten the screw, now it's tight, nothing. You can try it actually. Yeah, it doesn't move. And then, try it.
ああ。
Yeah.
これでプッシュしたらパカって。
Yeah, so so this button here, and you can take it
Wow.
up, and you can take it apart.
Look.
So there's a lot of people who felt concerned that if you put a side on here, even if you try and line it up, it moves anyways. So this solves that problem. This whole thing becomes very accurate. So again, it's got so many great features. If you want a gas blowback AK, this is a must buy. Now, is there anything that I'm concerned about? Anything I didn't like? Honestly, no. This is a very good product. The only part that I do feel a bit I had to fix is this. So Tokyo Marui products typically have a plastic butt at the very end. And when I go fast and I put it here, it can slip because it's plastic. So I put some rubber on there and it solved the problem. But other than that, I have no problems with this AK. It's a very good AK. Again, if you want a gas blowback AK that's reliable, it's got a pretty medium size and it's got all these features so you can customize stuff. This is your go-to. So again, it's the Tokyo Marui AKX. If you're interested, hit up your local AIRSOFT store or and have fun.
すごいな、尺ぴったりだぜ。すごいぜお前。7分めっちゃいい長さ。まああれなんだけど、これあれ言ってほしい、丸い TM がカラシニコフに買った瞬間だったみたいな。
ああ、そうだね。言っとく？This is a small trivia from the cameraman. I never actually knew this. Apparently, this feature here to make sure that this top rail doesn't jitter, doesn't move. This was something that they tried to perfect with real steel items. But Tokyo Marui, this screw is an original like Tokyo Marui innovation, apparently, which is interesting. Looks like in some aspects the AIRSOFT world has some very creative minds. So this is definitely one of those things that shows you that Tokyo Marui, they're a very good company.
One more.
はい。
ああ、いいんじゃない？ Good!